Hello, welcome to another edition of the show with no name, which might change today. Actually, we might get a new name for this podcast. But what's up, guys? How are you doing?
They can respond. Come on.
They can. All right. So yeah, I'm Brandon.
Yo.
That's Raul. So yeah, welcome. We have two very special people on this podcast, very near and dear to my, not my heart, more like my anus.
Thinking your testicles.
Testicles, I mean, it's right there, right? What is the whatever that, yeah, the perineum.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. I know what it is, just know how to say it. I need speech classes. Thank you for letting me know that. Gosh. Okay. Anyways, so our two special guests, Jajaza and Jana.
Hello.
So yeah, they're guest stars for today. Amazing people.
First guest stars ever.
Yeah, for our first guest stars. Hopefully not the last, and hopefully they come back if they like it. Okay.
That's a question for another time.
That's it. Stay tuned. Comment down below if you're a follower of this podcast. Unfollowed. But yeah, so we're on our way to the LA Beer Fest actually.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't like beer.
Yeah, I don't know who does, but you know,
You just offended half of our audience.
for those of you offended, we're sorry, but I mean,
You're sorry.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion until you're wrong. That's all I'm saying.
True. Yeah, but I don't know. Personally, I don't like beer either. But I mean, you know, it's fun to go try out new beers. There's gonna be a bunch of different breweries there that I've never tried before. You know, good to go exploring. Kind of like a wine tasting thing, but with beer.
This is not one.
Yeah, it's not one.
Not as
But I mean,
fancy.
if you guys been to, but yeah, if you guys been to a wine tasting, there's some nasty wines too. So yeah, so I mean, you know, it's the same thing.
Prices are crazy.
Yeah, so you know, you're just trying it out. You know, you're finding what you like. And last time, actually, me and Raul had been to the one last year, 2016.
Yeah,
and it was I mean, it wasn't good. It was pretty gross. Not gonna lie, but we did actually end up finding a beer that we really liked. Remember, Raul?
I forgot the name though.
I actually have it written down, but it was really good. Yeah, we'll see if that same brewery is still there. But yeah, it was a good discovery because now we have that one beer that we definitely would gladly drink anytime.
Yeah. There were some
Delicious.
odd tasting ones though.
Yeah, there was some very
Really
different.
weird.
There was a weed tasting one. Remember
Yeah,
that one that
that
tasted like
tastes
weed?
exactly like it.
It was interesting.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. It's something that tastes like weed. You think it would be cool, but nah. But yeah, let's see. Let me check over the notes. See what we're gonna talk about today, guys.
Flipping pages.
That's me flipping pages. Yeah. So you girls were talking about death earlier.
What a great way to start.
Just came up, okay.
Yeah, it's a great way. Yeah, we're talking about death because I'm driving, so you know we almost died. We're like, oh, let's talk about death. Why not? Yeah. But yeah, what were you guys talking about? You talking about a Shane Dawson video or something?
Yeah, so he does like conspiracy theory videos and dark videos, and he did one about what death feels like.
Ooh,
And
does
so,
it feel good?
it's actually kind of scary. It's
Like different accounts of how
like if you die by natural causes or drowning. He didn't really go over the fire one. He mentioned it, but
I imagine it'd be very painful.
Well,
I've
I heard that it hurts really, really bad for the first minute and then nothing because all of your nerves are destroyed.
yeah.
Wow.
And then you just die by suffocation.
Suffocation? Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
because he said that you can die even before the fire starts to go because of smoke inhalation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ventilation
Never
would
knew
probably
that.
kill you first.
Wow, that's
Did
crazy.
you pass out first though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
then
So you wouldn't even know really.
I think my favorite one was
Your favorite
favorite
death?
it was just
The one that Jajaza wants to try one day.
I'm gonna tell you something. You can only try these once.
when you fall from really high heights.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Like,
Oh.
It's like your body gets heavier and heavier, so as soon as your face hits the ground, you're dead.
yeah. And some people apparently said that you'd like die when falling, but that's not true.
You can pass
like
out.
You see the very last
Like scared or something, or what do you mean?
you see the floor like this close to your face, and then you
I don't know. It was just like a myth. He said some people say that you die as you're falling down, but it's when you hit the concrete or
they just watch themselves.
Well, I mean, I imagine like that's why you hear them screaming until they hit the floor and
unless
then
they did a
they scream on purpose.
no, not
they
scream. Like,
jump.
Oh, okay, true.
but the
Oh, it's-
drowning one was weird because it
dopamine. There you go, dopamine. Yeah, so it releases a bunch of dopamine when you're dying, and that's why people have that feeling of, like you have your flashbacks and all that, because you just have that dopamine throughout your body, and then you die. So does that like related to it? Is that why? Or it doesn't really go into it?
Too in depth, but I'm sure you can like research it. I think it's gonna
Oh,
be
wait.
like people that have died and came back to life. I've watched that about.
Oh, okay. Wait, what other deaths does it go through besides the?
The fire. Well, he didn't say fire, right?
The eye buildings, the natural causes, and
The natural causes thing was kind of weird.
There's a whole bunch of things like
It had,
cost
like-
under
it had,
natural
like,
causes, though, right?
steps.
Yeah, it had a bunch of stuff.
5 steps to die naturally?
What?
Yeah,
of old age and stuff.
Okay.
Like by
Like,
different
your
ways.
body shuts down, but toward the end you get like a burst of energy, and people think you're gonna be okay or whatever. But it's really like they believe to say your final goodbyes and stuff.
The next day you look like a majestic, you're just staring at the
Yeah.
ceiling, and then all of your muscles and stuff relax, so your jaw just opens wide to your chin.
Well, when you die, yeah, like right after you die,
Where your mouth opens. Like,
yeah,
like
because
your-
all of your muscles relax, so everything
before
is
the
just
rigor mortis sets in.
yeah, it's just
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because I heard like when you die, like in the movies, like his eyes are closed or whatever. But supposedly, like if you try to, like, in reality, if you try to close their eyes just open up again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because rigor mortis.
because whatever that is called.
It's,
like when you get really stiff, all your muscles.
have you ever touched that person?
Yeah.
Like at a funeral or something?
Oh yeah, my grandpa,
They're stiff.
very cold and stiff.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just because like I was really young when I had my like
Also, they
It,
I thought it was like they stuffed them, like dead animals. Like oh yeah, they stuff them to make
like
them hard.
taxidermy,
way,
though?
Yeah, that's what I thought when I was younger.
Chuck
it
test
goes
it.
away after I don't remember how many hours, like a day or so. That's why they can tell when someone died.
How recent and all that?
Yeah, like based
Oh, yeah,
on
'cause the
what
gases
they're-
and stuff, right?
You can
Starts,
also
yeah.
tell how or in what position the person died because your blood pulls in that position. Like if you died on your
Yeah.
back, all your blood just sits in your back, like in the blood vessels.
Mm.
If you
There's
died
no
in your
circulation.
front, it's all in the front, so they can tell like in forensics, like if there was a murder case and you died on your front, but then they found you on your back, and all your
You
blood
were
vessels
mid,
show
yeah.
that you died facing down.
Oh, interesting.
That's why it's super interesting to be like a forensic analyst or something. Like you get to, I don't know, work on cases, see how people die.
CSI was my shit.
Like Dexter.
But like you have to be able to like to handle blood and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll see a bunch of like
Well,
different kinds of
I'm sure
murders.
you'd see some shit, man.
yeah, damn.
Decapitated babies.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Like
crazy.
beat and rape victims. Like
Oh yeah, that must be brutal.
you'll see really terrible things too.
Get to you, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I saw. Do you follow Mrs. Gimme on Instagram?
no, I don't.
Oh, she's like a. Oh my God, PA. What is she? A PA?
Is she kind of like the pimple popper of dead people?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That
And
is
she
interesting.
shows you like all of this like awesome stuff during her job, and it's like to take fingerprints. The mortician will actually have because your epidermis detaches from the dermis, and so your skin becomes like a sleeve kind of. And so, what to get fingerprints, what they do is they just peel off your skin, put it on their gloved hand, and take fingerprints.
Yeah.
Oh
They
wow.
don't do it normally because you're decomposing. Like, so that's why they also like
Wow.
taking fingerprints and so they
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Whenever I think about the teeth thing, I think about the airplane conspiracy
they get decapitated?
Yeah, like they
Oh,
would
like
make a show of
the
it.
guillotine,
Like,
right?
criminals,
The
like,
Reign of Terror in France. The last person to get executed was,
It was actually pretty like in the
Yeah.
70s, right?
I think so. I forgot what it was. Was it in France also?
It
Or?
was in France.
Was it also for entertainment? Just like,
Uh,
hey guys, join around our
Like,
last one.
you
We're
know,
going
the
out with a
Romans
bang.
were, like, super fucked up. They had people fight to their deaths, and that was entertainment.
The
Or they get,
gladiators.
like, mauled to
Well,
death
gladiators
by
wouldn't really. It was well, the entertainment for them.
wasn't.
Well, they would do multiple things though. They wouldn't just go as
What do you mean, like a show?
Yeah,
Yes.
they made a show of it. It was like the gladiators.
they would. Someone would want to be gladiators in a way
Oh, they would
because
volunteer.
you would make pretty good money out of that, honestly.
I hope so. I mean, like,
First time.
Yeah, it's entertainment for some people.
I mean, I don't know. From how big the stadium was, it seemed like a lot of people there.
Like Coliseum.
Coliseum, yeah.
All the stadiums around the area.
But like they were massive though, so
Oh, yeah,
like they could carry a lot of people. So obviously, it was something like a lot of people would do. And they didn't have Nintendos back then. They didn't have Game Boys, so it's not like I'm not gonna do that. I'm
They
gonna play
can't catch no
it.
Pokemon.
Yeah, they can't catch no Pokemon. They didn't have Pokemon Go back then. But how would you die, Raul? Like, how would you want to if you had the choice? Yeah.
Well, painless, but I don't think in my sleep.
Because like for me personally, I think sleep is a good one. But like,
Something not painful.
yeah, something not painful. But I think it depends how old I am. Like, if I'm really old, I think I'd want to go out in a cool way just for the fucking
Go ahead and bang.
Yeah, go out with a bang. I don't know, something crazy like
Literally.
like I don't know, try to see for to myself and just like jump out of a plane. No, jump out of a plane and then just explode and it'd be fireworks.
He goes, oh.
And I tell my family, hey, there's a fireworks show here and it's actually my body just flying all over the place.
Oh wow. Oh, think about it. Hey, look, it's real life.
Yeah.
Oh, so you falls on the
Like in the movies.
Like, think of the good thoughts. Don't think of the last million.
Yeah. I mean, that preferably would be in my sleep, but I mean, it's cool. It'd be like something like that, something crazy.
I have a question. Would you rather be like buried or cremated?
I was about to ask you. Oh, okay. I was saying, like, oh, never mind.
Wait, first row, you need to answer how you would die
No,
first.
I'll put a pin on that.
Okay.
To a tree. Have you seen those? They can like cremate you, put your ashes in a plant.
Oh, and you grow. Yeah, I've heard about that.
I
Yeah.
watched this show and it was where was it? British Columbia, and it was like this tribe. They would literally bury their ancestors in the tree. So it was like a
Ooh.
box, and then they had all these trees with the boxes in it.
Cool, especially like after generations, you just have this tree, like it's an actual family
I didn't
tree.
know, like,
That's so
it's
cool.
all
Like graveyards are becoming way too full.
Overpopulated,
Like,
yeah.
any new graveyards, so you're just gonna literally bury it on top of each other.
Yeah.
That would be cool, but I
Like you're crisscross.
What makes
think
sense
I'd want to
because
be cremated so then you could like throw my ashes somewhere cool. Like I never got to visit somewhere.
that's
I don't know where exactly.
I don't think I would be cremated.
Oh,
Because you would, well, I mean, the idea of this circle of life is you would want your body to decompose to something else. So.
But it's decomposing.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, but then you would also,
fancy ass box.
the body itself has nutrients for other animals, like, I don't know, worms and stuff, and that would
You got,
continue a
like,
circle of life in a way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
but
But I
going.
mean, in like a cemetery, you just, I don't know.
Yeah, well, going back to the cemetery thing, like it would make sense, like putting them on top of another, because like
Well, yeah,
your
they
family
do that,
members,
but-
like that person that died, the people that remember them are only gonna live for so long. After a while, like after a couple, like 100, 200 years, like the people that knew that person, they don't know them anymore. Anyone's dead already. So it's like you can just bury somebody on top of that.
It's like, oh, this was a person I want. That's amazing. Like she's a tree.
I think they'll just cut it off first thing.
No, you can make it. No, I don't think they're allowed to do that.
To cut off trees?
I mean,
If it was in like a special
Yeah, like in a
spot,
special
I guess,
area,
like a
I'm pretty
designated.
True,
no, you cannot desecrate this and stuff like that. You're not allowed to do that.
true.
Sure about that? Because rainforests are desecrated and some people consider them people.
Oh yeah.
People are.
But
And
that's
I think it
different.
was in New Zealand actually where they got some indigenous tribe on a case saying that I think the forest or the river itself was a person.
I mean, no, but you can literally sue because that's desecration of a resting place. You're not allowed to do that.
True.
A lawsuit just waiting to happen.
But then again, it depends who's doing it too. If it's
Yeah.
a multi-billion-dollar company, like they could, even if they get
They'll get away
sued,
with it.
yeah, they can get away with it. Like, oh yeah, oh you want to sue is cool. We'll just draw it out as long as we can, and then like until eventually you can't pay the lawyer anymore, and then they're like, oh wait, I gotta stop because I can't keep affording this lawyer, which has happened to a lot of people who that try to sue like multi-billion-dollar companies. Like they just wait it out until you can't pay anymore, which is sad, but like it's a thing that happens.
Or you get
yeah.
the judge on your side.
Or the judge. I mean, yeah, just pay him up.
Yeah, it's
But,
a possibility.
Let's see. For me personally, like I thought about this a lot actually, because yeah, like at
Let's
first
see how much detail you put into this. Okay.
yeah, so at first I wanted to be cremated, but then I thought like when I die, well, hopefully, like I would be old, I'm gonna have a family, right? Like, for me to get cremated, I'll be like, oh well, I don't know, like my family would probably want somewhere to go visit or stuff like that, a gravestone. So I was like, I would want, yeah. So then I was thinking I could still do that. So I have the open casket thing, and then, well, of course, donate my organs. Like that's one of the things I want to do, donate my organs, and then have an open casket for a bit, and then donate my body to science. Why? But the reason being because they could use my cadaver as like to teach people at schools or whatever to teach people who are gonna become doctors or whatever, or even like for science experiments so they can better humanity.
Instead of just a rich collector collects your skull, has it in display or something.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like it's serving some purpose. Because they put in the ground, yeah, you could like like you were saying, nutrients to the animals, whatever. But like Jajazzo was saying, like they're all overpacked.
I don't know.
Kind of going on what you said about school getting your cadaver. There's this really one cadaver in at school, and it's gonna sound really bad, but he had like the biggest penis.
Yeah.
You had a horse cock.
No, like,
Even bigger than a horse? Jesus.
No.
Oh. Did he have a horse cock or not? Damn it.
No, it was
Is it the one that's cut in half?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
this older
They've been there for like 4 years, so we really need a new cadaver, okay?
But
Oh.
he was like 6'6" when he was living, and like his penis was
6'6",
my
damn.
teacher was like, yeah, his penis is flaccid, has been skinned, and the muscle member, but it was still like this, like
Jesus.
that big flaccid.
All right,
We were like,
for those of you in the podcast, she's measuring like a ruler long dick.
like 8 inches.
Yeah.
Damn.
flaccid. I'm like,
Jesus.
that ain't go nowhere.
That went to waste.
Yeah. But it's really, I got to touch his brain.
I'm about to say I got to touch his penis. I'm like,
I
wow.
wanted to, I couldn't.
Wait, so you said it was skin, right? So just muscle then?
It was odd.
I mean, penises are odd already, from what I hear women talk
From
about.
what I hear.
No, because like for me, I have one, so it's not weird. But like from what I hear girls talking about, like, oh, it looks weird.
Not to me, I like the look of people. So
Yeah.
if they're well taken care of.
If they're trimmed and pampered,
Yes. If you take them to tea every Sunday.
you lotion, lather them up, shave them. Yes.
Ladies like a nice looking penis, even if they think it looks
Just
weird.
take care of
Well,
Just take care of yourself.
Yeah, just
Like, we're
trim, right?
expected to. You should do so.
You should wear some sex and pineapple if you guys need to smell good and
Well, baby powder, guys. That's
That's a secret.
yeah. So you don't get that musk on your ball sack.
so like
I know that meme. There's like a meme with Selena Gomez crying. Have you seen that picture of her? She's like crying.
Yeah.
And it was like, when you want to surprise your man, and you pull it out and it smells like warm mayo.
Or mayo.
She's just tearing up. Like, oh god.
Wow, that's fun. Raul, how about you? I don't think you haven't answered either.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
You're already 0 for 2. Come on.
0 for 2.
Okay,
Damn, what am I in
I have
jeopardy?
another thing.
What
I have
is?
another thing. Have you ever heard of someone, like, okay, I heard someone got cremated and then they used their ashes to make, like, tattoo ink and their loved one got their ashes tattooed in them.
That's pretty cool.
You can do that for me, too.
I was gonna do that for my mom actually, but my mom came out all stingy and they're like, no, we ain't sending none.
Whatever.
Oh, they don't want to send you ashes.
Like, she took care of me for 18 years.
And they give you like a good portion of ashes, right? Like it's not like just a small bit, right? They could have sent you a small container at
Yeah, I
least.
mean,
Wow.
a little bit. It doesn't have to be a
Just
lot.
just like the Coke bottle, you know, like the not Coke, like the cocaine where you put the little glass, yeah, like a little bit of that.
So my family's
Damn, you know, just go over there and steal some ashes. They'll never notice.
for all of the hours.
Yeah, just like visit them when you visit them. It's like, hey, where's the ashes? And just get a little bit, you know. Just put some on your fingers, snip her in.
Okay, I got one. I mean, this is kind of basing off another story, is because there's this one guy who actually, I think he was this 90-something-year-old guy. He actually ran a marathon, and he died at the end of it.
Oh,
That's pretty much well, without accomplishing something.
and you
Well, that was just like in a way his bucket list. Like his last thing.
Oh, that was his last thing.
I don't know. I would assume.
That would have been like
suck if it
so
wasn't.
perfect. That was his last thing, and then like, oh, he's done it all.
It would have sucked if it was his first thing on the list. You're like, after this, I'm going to an island. Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
there you go.
But yeah, so have you had enough thought on it?
I just something spectacular like that.
So you want to wait? So you want to be wait? Is this how you want to die?
Die.
Or, okay,
Yeah.
so something spectacular, memorable. Pretty much.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, I wouldn't want to.
My God.
Oh,
Car accident that kills a bunch of orphans.
Well,
That's memorable.
hopefully I live long enough so we don't have to like let automated cars everywhere.
Well, I mean, if you've seen the movie iRobot with Will Smith, like the automated, there's still accidents, like
Yeah,
the
but I
AI
mean,
takes over the car
If
and
you
it
look at the
crashes.
percentage, I mean, it'll be less.
Be less, but I mean, there's always that odd, like yours malfunctions and you die.
That's true.
So you know, but I mean, something spectacular. Any ideas like on what way? 'Cause, like for me, I just thought it out of my head just to jump off a plane and explode.
How about this one? The first person to become a zombie started.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Actually, that'd be a good way to die. Like you'll be the first one. Like I don't have to deal with none of this survival bullshit. Speaking of a zombie apocalypse,
Oh my God.
That is a good topic.
how would you guys like? What do you guys think you would
I
do?
don't know.
Like
I thought about this and I get like kind of freaked out.
yeah,
I don't know.
Like-
I would do like
But you freaked out as in how long you would survive in it?
yeah,
Or
like I feel like I would die.
yeah. Like and
I like you try to get somewhere, I don't know, like secluded and far away before all this shit spreads. But I don't know.
like in reality, we all probably would just die. say I would be able to be that brutal and be able to survive, but then again, like, I don't know, maybe there's someone just way worse than me and just like shoots me in the face before I even get out of my house. And it's my mom. Just kidding. Yeah, my brother, yeah.
That could only be one.
He cuts my stomach open like a tauntaun and just lives in me.
There can only be one.
Oh yeah, so guys, we made it to LA. LA traffic, our favorite city of douchebags. Sorry if you're from LA, but I mean, you should know.
Not everyone is.
I don't like LA.
Dang, look at this guy.
Cutting each
Wow.
other off.
See, already, I was here for like 2 seconds. Already somebody just trying to cut me up and hit me.
I don't like LA.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's
Alright at
overrated.
night,
Like at the clubs and stuff,
I don't see
yeah.
myself living here.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know why people would want to live here. Like,
it's too crowded.
Some people like it. I don't know why.
yeah, well, they grew up in the place, right? Like in
That's true,
cities.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
want nice air.
Breathable.
Well, I like the city, but it's like, I don't know, it's overwhelming because there's so many people here. Maybe like a smaller city.
Yeah, but you've grown up outside of the city before, for your whole life, right? Yeah, that's what I feel like, because I feel the same way. But I feel like if I grew up in the city, I'd be more
Yeah,
used to
you would
it.
know.
Well, like, to be fair, LA is like the second most populous city in the U.S.
Yeah,
New York.
New York.
With like 18 million.
Yeah, it's fucking packed, man.
LA has
I
like
remember
9.
when we visited there, it was like so many people everywhere, and everyone's
That reminds me in my geography class last quarter.
Using education.
We were talking about the Malthusian theory.
The what?
Malthusian theory of population growth.
What's that?
And it's like at one point the Earth will exceed the population, and the Earth won't be able to support.
Sustain itself. Oh, okay.
Research
But
advice, yeah.
research says that we can literally, if we laid everyone side by side,
We won't.
everyone on the planet,
Will fit
lay
on
them
a city.
side by side, we could literally all fit in less than half of Texas.
oh my god.
So
Yeah.
like if we were to like build upwards, kind of like in like China,
Or like
build it
sci-fi.
straight up, we can literally all fit into one state and use the rest of the states as like growing food and stuff.
I mean,
But will we
Also,
know?
no, we won't.
Wait, but then having all those
we-
people in like one location, wouldn't that create a bunch of problems?
It
Yes,
would, it
but
would.
that's just like it was. They were just saying like that was to combat the Malthusian.
Well, that was like our English class, that book we read of how we're gonna sustain the world, like,
We're reaching 7 billion already.
and they're talking about different ways of
Didn't we already
growing
pass
food
it?
and like starting at skyscrapers, like all this weird stuff.
Wow.
the main issue is the farmland itself.
Yeah.
What
What?
we need to fix is personally is diet for everyone.
No meat.
Not
Soy
precisely,
products.
but
I
like
think it's more like food allocation, like
The
how
way
can
they do it. Like,
yeah, like how can because most of the food, the wheat and stuff that we produce goes to feeding the meat, like the
Yeah.
Livestock,
in
yeah.
our country. So
livestock. I
it's
think
like-
it's what for 1 pound of meat is like 80 pounds of water or,
yeah,
or
so
something like that.
like it's,
A lot of water, a lot of wheat.
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary that was talking about that, and they were saying that if everyone were to go vegan, like where we don't have to rely on livestock, then it would save a ton of water, ton of agriculture, yeah, a ton of land too.
Fix a lot of problems in this.
Yeah, it'll fix a lot of problems, and then plus health wise too, a lot of people will be more healthier
Then we'll
because you're
live
not
like-
consuming
We
meat.
won't have any
it's not
flavors though.
sustainable,
But that's the thing. Like that, there was I don't know if that it's the same thing or it was a different video, but there was somebody else that was saying like, oh, people say that they love meat so much and that's why they don't go vegan and vegetarian and everything. But there was an argument saying, well, what do you put on the meat? You don't just cook the meat and then eat it. You put stuff on it. You put spices. You put oil on the pan. All that gives it flavor. So you don't actually love the taste of meat. You love the spices, the seasonings.
I mean, also the bite of it. I don't know about you.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's just more because you grow up eating
I'm
meat.
not
But
sure,
the
like,
thing
It
if
is,
can
we were-
definitely be substituted.
Like,
Yeah.
like an
Because
artificial
tofu,
created,
like
like
tofu-
lab created meat.
well, you
like,
can
I
that
would
too.
understand that.
texturized
too, but-
Oh
meat.
yeah, we watched that video about they created lab meat.
Yeah.
Like he created a meatball from lab meat.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I mean, you say the bite. Like, there is other stuff that can simulate that too, and you just add the
yeah.
spices on top, and
Simulate that
it'll
satisfaction.
be the same thing. So it's like, but there's a lot of people like, oh no, this and that. But it's just like there is a way to to live
People
without
just
meat.
sit in
But is
their
it cost
ways.
Yeah, they're just set up. It is cost effective.
is?
Yeah,
Very cost effective.
Yeah.
Like you think it's
Compared to
more
livestock?
expensive to make meat, but it's not necessarily.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, I mean, if we cut technically, if we cut off just cows itself, and we just rely ourselves on chicken.
no, just any,
No,
just
like
all
the cow,
livestock,
chicken,
all
fish.
livestock. Yeah,
Cow, chicken, fish.
the
Well,
major
fish is
livestock.
being over.
Yeah,
some
fish is
species are being
overfished,
over.
yeah.
That's being
And plus, because we're putting so much stuff in the ocean, some are actually
Fish are more
bad for us. The mercury levels. Unless you use fish farms, what we do, but
Yeah,
they're not
do use
treated.
fish farms.
They're not treated completely right at all.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. Like after I saw that, I was like, wow, that's
There
amazing.
are
But then,
actually websites you can look up to see what fish are okay to eat them, what fish are not okay for a particular season. I forgot the website, but
what do you mean? Okay, like
Like,
they're not in
say-
season, or
like
Or if
you
they're
cannot eat this
endangered or not?
fish. Yeah, because they haven't produced
Oh yeah, well they have like laws like that too. Like in Minnesota, when you go fishing, you can only catch a certain amount of this or that, and like they have to be a certain weight.
Speaking of laws, what do you guys think on this one? I think it might have passed recently. I think Trump might have signed it, but the Congress have passed a law saying we're hunters and everyone else is able to kill hibernating bears and
Oh
wolves.
yeah, no, that's
oh
what-
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
That's
I'm pretty sure they already signed it.
they should
Oh my
not.
god.
Yeah.
What was the reason? Is it like the reason behind it? Just like, oh, we should. Why not? Or what was it?
They just allow hunters to kill hibernating bears.
Because they're scared of grizzlies going to schools,
Yeah,
Or to
but
the
how
boss.
often do they do that? They don't
Yeah.
do that.
No, yeah, I know. That's why they made a big deal of it when I don't know if you know who the now Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos. That was her argument saying we should have guns in school because grizzlies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not lying. This is during the Senate hearing itself, a congressional hearing, and that's all she would say. She's like, other people
Wait,
would say,
she's
"We have guns
never
or not?"
been to public school, right? She's
She
all
never
been
been to
private
public
school. Yeah.
I
She's
went to
paid
private
high.
school. All the bears came there. What?
Oh my god, we need a new government.
I'm just like, it's just all gone to shit.
Dang.
The solutions are not as easy.
Yeah, but that like going back to the livestock thing, like I was thinking like, oh wow, that'll be really good. But who owns the livestock? It's like these multi-billion-dollar
yeah.
companies who like
Yeah.
make it really hard to not go like to they make it so people can't go vegan. Like
You think?
make it
No,
really
but here's the thing,
difficult.
though. These multi-billion-dollar corporations are also the farmers itself. I don't know if you know, we're going to war over corporations for farm a banana republic, for example. I think it was El Salvador or Guatemala, where the U.S. is one of the brother of the corporations was one of the high ranking members. I think he was secretary of something during the time the U.S. invaded it because they think, they're going communist. These corporations still have an aspect in all sorts of business sectors, agriculture or not.
Wait, so the farmers have the free power? What are you talking about?
Farmers, they're not. If I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure most farming itself is done by massive corporations itself.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
they have the
they're
most power.
keeping out the actual farmers, right?
Because they can make it at a cheaper price,
yeah.
Well, actually,
and that would
Families
favor
that
the
have been
market.
farming for a long time.
yeah, and another thing, another documentary I watched was saying that how these multi-billion-dollar companies, they keep them on like those farmers, but they force them to buy like these new technologies and all the other stuff, so they can put them in debt to the both multi-billion-dollar companies, so that way they can't really do what they want. So just these companies control them.
Was it that one, the Food Inc?
I think it might have been the food.
Because they talk about a chicken farm or something like that, or Tyson kind of forced.
I think it was that one. Yeah.
No matter how much money they made, they would still be in debt.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So it's like it's crazy just knowing that these companies are doing this, and like people aren't really saying much, but it's because we don't really know that much about
Then
it.
again, if you look at the labor practices by China and Walmart, it's ridiculous too. Because what happened before is the producers would control the market. Now it's the retailers like Walmart. They would force corporations. It's a big topic. I don't know where to start on that.
Yeah.
See if we can.
Oh, this is pretty good. It's blocked. It's reserved.
Yeah, that's crazy, but I don't know. I think,
Here's the festival.
yeah, it's right here. But me and Raul have talked about this, like about the government and other stuff, and it's like the conclusion we've gotten to was like
Educate the people.
educate the people, and then like the people, but each city have to like start changing who's in charge, because from
Local authorities and up.
local authorities, because that's how you start the to change the government. You got to start locally, because then the local people, they vote for the next person,
But
right?
it becomes an ongoing problem because
Guess we should have done that before this last election.
Run, guys, run. But yeah, so I mean, that's another thing. Like a lot of people just vote for presidents, and they don't know that you also get to look for
for your local representatives. and stuff.
for your local representatives. Also, other stuff you can other things you can vote for in the government, but people don't know about it.
Also,
So
got to
they
solve
don't.
gerrymandering as a problem first.
I mean, you got there's a bunch of stuff you got to do first.
Yeah, but they won't because of gerrymandering. there's safe seats in all houses of Congress, so they don't have to really listen to another side of the constituents.
Yeah, a lot closed.
This whole
But yeah. But yeah, I think that's good, right? That should be good for the podcast.
I don't know how to end that one.
Hey, we'll just end it on that sad note.
That's so sad.
The world is screwed.
Yeah, the world is cool.
Good news is we made it to Beer Fest.
Yeah, that's a great news. We made it, guys.
Tonight and have fun with friends. So sorry.
But yeah, so don't take off your seatbelt, guys. I'm still looking for a parking.
Oh.
But I know, LA, guys, right? For those of you who live here, I don't know how you guys do it. Oh, look, public parking, flat rate. Awesome, guys. I found it. Cool.
Someone just put signs, pick it up.
We'll end with that awesome note that we found parking in LA, which is...
Is it like 10 for the day?
Oh, man. All right, well, thank you guys for listening. Tune in next time and comment down below if you guys have any suggestions for next podcast. And
we'll be waiting for a comment.
yeah, we'll be waiting for a comment endlessly.
Like,
Just
subscribe.
like, subscribe, yes.
I
Well, yeah.
he said he wants to
So I'll talk to you later.